for that. And when you do that, be careful of the people playing around you, right? They're not going to see you behind by your chairs at the table. Do not, unless the only reason you're in the middle of that row there is if you're taking a shot or you're calling a referee. These alleyways right here are not to be used for walking to get to and from your matches. Please walk between the tables and chairs. Those aisles are made for walking. Okay, later on we will have winner circle time. So it's not approved yet, but you can scan your player's card at the kiosk, which is over by the main door. And you have 45 seconds to complete your shot. That includes all your coaching. Scotch can go really slow. We have to keep our matches moving. Okay? If you're coaching, you do not come up to the table. You sit or stand by your chair and you tell them whatever you want to tell them. Whatever you suggest needs to be completed within 45 seconds. That's really important.
Morning. How's it going? Just thought I'd hop on here and do a little commentary since I have nothing else going on at the moment today. I'm going to need to take a little bit of time to figure out who's who here. And, looks like they're having a little chat here about what's going on. Just going to jump in here and see if anyone in the chat can give me some information about who these people are. It would be very, very helpful. Thank you so much. Give me one moment here. I'm just kind of checking on my YouTube, trying to find the right spot here. Sports. All right, looks like he's going for the 3 ball here. You got to be careful of the scratch. Good shot. They're a little bit of trouble here, though. They don't really have a shot. Might be a combo possibility on the 5-4. Be very difficult for them to take the 5 cross corner this way. It might fit, but it would sure be a heck of a hard shot. He may try to follow this 2 ball in the corner, and I tell you why I like this is if you can follow it, you'll have a shot. But if you leave your cue ball around here, then I like it's a pretty good safe, right? So you might just slow roll this in. Okay, I don't particularly care for the way he did that. I would have liked to have seen the cue ball kind of in this area here. He's left a shot now, but this is a very, very, very difficult out. I don't see stripes getting out here at the moment. So if anyone in the chat can help me with who's who in this match here. So not sure what they're gonna try to do here. I'm trying to look for some kind of a safety. I mean, maybe slow roll this ball here, up here a little bit, and leave your cue ball in this area. At least you leave a combo, which, there's never a guarantee. So this is the elite Scotch doubles. So it's 1250 and below. I'm just gonna go to CTS on demand now as well and see if I can figure out who's who here. That'll help me a lot. See what I got here. $2,025. Also, if you could let me know, it doesn't appear that the Western BCA Huh. I don't see it on the Western BCA site. I'm sorry, on CTS on demand. If you can let me know if there's a different scoring for a different scoring app for the Western BCAs, that would be great. I know that they used to use CTS on demand. So I know that in these Scotch doubles in BCA, you're allowed about 45 seconds. I think they're really kind of pushing that right now, as long as their opponent doesn't start to make any, objections to it. I guess it's fine. The 9 might go, but even if it does, like there's no real chance for them to get back on this these two balls over here. Play this with a ton of inside English, you might get back up the table there a little bit, but let's see what they do. It's a good shot. Oh, nice try. Yeah, he really didn't have anything, after this anyways. I think they could have played the 15 ball up here and leave your cue ball, try to leave your cue ball over here. That would be, reasonably safe. But I think now we're going to see an out here. Okay, nice shot. Doesn't have to do much here now. Probably just, if there's a little angle, you can just come out here. Just like that. If it's straight, he's going to have to draw back into that same area. Decent shot. These are never a gimme, but I'm expecting him to make this. These diamond tables, the side pockets from this angle are a little shorter than most tables. He's going for a little walk here. Didn't like what he was feeling. Might have been in the way too of someone else's shot. I can't see the table below us, so he may be just waiting for the other player to clear. Looks like that's the case. All right, just slow roll this in. On these shots, you always kind of want to aim for the point here, because then it hits there and falls in. Oh, he did it too much, though. He actually aimed for the point, and, well, not aimed for it, but that's what he hit. But he may be fortunate here. This 9 ball looks like it goes. The problem is that his cue ball is coming, down into this area, and if you ended up right at the rail, you might not have a great shot here. And even still, this 13 ball will always cause a little bit of trouble. Yeah, on those side pockets, you definitely don't want to shoot those super hard. But he did miss that. He actually hit the point straight on. But you never want to hit those super hard, because if you catch that face of the rail there, it's always got a chance to bounce out. So you just want to kind of drop it in there. So if they can just get their cue ball, I mean, I'm playing kind of a safety here regardless. I'd probably play this 13, and just try to get my cue ball anywhere down into this zone over here. Over here would be great. Just like this. Yeah, it was a good shot. And he got a little bonus from it there. Looks like he might have covered the 8 as well, so actually gotten a hook. So Stripes has just gone from being in a... Oh, both teams are from Yakima, Washington. Dan, do you happen to know the first names of these players? It looks like he can see the 8. I'm going to try to bank it, I guess. Long bank, probably. Oh, he tried to follow it in. I don't mind that at all. It's a great shot. That's a very, very nice containing safety there. They've still got a chance, but they've made it a lot harder. That's for sure. He's going to have to try to play this like this, right? Ball comes up here, and you try to get on this side, maybe, of this 15. It's not going to be super easy to get on the low side of this 15 ball, and it's not an easy shot either. You generally expect someone to make the shot here, but this cue ball is going to be careening around like crazy. Looks like he's just not playing it with any English, just straight at it with top, which will shorten this angle possibly. Yeah, he missed it there. He did my original drawing there and went around, but he hit it thick and missed the shot. So it looked like they were in a good, strong position there, but a great containing safety, and they're back in it here. This is after his miss in the side, so a little bit of redemption here. Dan, thank you so much. Delmar, ROWDEN, Rich, FEARR, Lonnie, and Troy PAYNE. Thanks so much. So now I know who's who by the score change. So PAYNE and PAYNE are taking a 2-0 lead. Funny how the game goes sometimes. If that on that 13 ball safety, if they'd left it, nearer a pocket, Delmar and Rich might have won that game. It's just funny how it goes. Like you the way that it was played, you can't really judge where it's going to end up because you're hitting it with a bit of pace, and it just left an opportunity for PAYNE and PAYNE to play that containing safety, make their ball and play a bit of a containing safety, and they ended up coming through with the game. A hard-fought game, that one. Good second ball break here. That's what I like to do as well on these 7-foot tables. I find the consistency in the break is much, much stronger than, although I was watching some really good head ball breaks last night when I was watching Michael Deichmann play against Shu Chung Cheo in a elite Scotch challenge match, and Mike Deichmann was making balls with his head ball break like crazy. So, but I typically myself will go for the second ball break. I just got back from Vegas a couple of weeks ago myself, so I just couldn't pull off the holidays to go and play in this tournament as well. I would have really liked to have been here at the Lincoln City. I love the Chinook Winds. I love the city. It's a great place to go, and a nice little holiday spot. Just got to manage my holiday days at work. Okay, looks like he's going to cut the 6 ball. It's always a bit of a tough shot when you take these on to get your first shot. It's a little tougher, but if he gets it, there should be a good reward for him. Okay, he's gotten away with it. He's a bit lucky, but now they just have to roll this 5, keep a little angle to escape with the 2 ball. He might try to hit it a little firmer and get his cue ball down into this range, and then that's a nice little angle. Oh, he stunned it. That was a good shot. So again, what he wanted to do was keep his angle, and they did that. They can just play this with a little inside now, come off the rail and come up into this area right here would be great. Nice and smooth and soft. Perfect. Okay, this looks like a tic-tac-toe. So you just roll forward. You want to try to get your cue ball right to about here. Give you a tiny bit of angle to stun this ball up into this range right here. And then from there on, you're out. So just don't go too far here. Even if you do, though, like the 3 ball does go up into the corner, so it's not the end of the world. But this shot here, you just want to roll forward maybe 4 or 5 inches at the most. He's going way over there, so he's going a little further. I don't necessarily love going so far because you might go a bit too far. Now he went the right distance, so that's good. Now he's got a nice little angle. It can just do a kind of a soft stun. You just want to end up straight in here. So anything like around here would be just perfect. There you go. Perfect shot. And just a stop shot or roll a tiny little bit forward, whatever you feel more comfortable with. I kind of like just stopping there. It's a much more comfortable shot. There you go. Nice shot. These guys know how to play for sure. All right. Looks like ROWDEN and FEARR are going to pull a game back here. Unless there's an earthquake. Very nice break and run if they get this 8 ball. Looks like that might be Xu Chang shooting in the screen there on the table to the right. Yep, it is. There we go. That was a very nice out. Very, very solid. The only shot that was a little sketchy was after the 6 ball, the cut on the 6 to get them started. But a super solid out after that one. Yeah, I can't say enough about the Western BCA. I'm actually a member of their league in Bellingham, Washington. I don't live there. I live just across the border in Canada. But it's actually closer for me to go to Bellingham than it is for me to go to any of my local pool halls around here. So I actually play out of the Bellingham League. Very fun group of people. But the Western BCA is great. Like this tournament here, it's really I call it second to Vegas because I think it's almost as good as going to Vegas. And they put on a good event. The prize money seems to be pretty decent the way that they do it. It's a lot of fun, and they do it twice a year. They do 8 ball and 9 ball. It's great. Lincoln City itself is oh boy. Well, it's a bit of a jumble here, so it's certainly not going to be any kind of an easy out. Oh, my phone has it's not showing my YouTube right now. Let's just pull it back up. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I see. It's
this peach hour peach raffle going around still. There's
Okay.
tickets left on this one. They are $20 for one or 3 for 50. So look for the crab hat, chase me down, I don't mind, knock me over, stop me. 28 tickets left, 20 for one, 3 for 50. Let's get a new owner of this.
Oh, they're having a little chat, or he's just waiting right now. What do I like here? Nothing's really standing out as being super great. You know, you always want to try to take care of your problems early. This might be a time to kind of go train wreck and go into something here. But you know, I like what they're kind of looking at. I think the 14 ball, and then you go up into the 2 ball, and with a little bit of pace, you don't have to go crazy. But if you go into the 2 nice and solid, it should separate the other 2, and you might end up with the 15 ball if even if you don't get a shot from the breakout. I'm a bit of a YouTube newbie. There we go. Yeah, thanks very much again for your help there, Dan. Sorry, my phone had gone off, and I hadn't checked it for a little while. Okay, so this is kind of what they wanted to do. It's not the end of the world. The 12 does go up to the top corner. So, you know, I think they're going to have to try to go around here right now. They might try to go into the 9, but you might just take this. Looks like the 11 might go. Let's see what they try. He might try to bump the 9. Yeah, he did. Okay, well, he's got a chance here. He's got an angle. Still not a great shot because there's no easy line. Once you make this shot here, your cue ball is going to come to here, and then try to get up into here. You got to play this with a little inside, and it's easy to kind of catch these 2 balls over here. It's easy to run your ball past them over here. None of those options, either one of those options would probably end up very good. He's just going to play a little inside and see if he can catch that 12, I think. Yeah, he caught the 5, which actually might have been his plan, and he's ended up okay. You know, he's got to make a shot, but he's got a shot. If you take this 12 up to the corner, your cue ball is going to kind of come this way a little bit off this 11 ball, you know. So depends how you end up there. I don't think they can make the 11 up to the corner. Oh, he is. That's what he's calling. So if we can make that, that's going to be the shot. The 12 ball will naturally bump up towards here. And the 8 looks like it goes. The 13 looks like it goes. They just need a little love on this shot. If they make it, they need a little love on this 12. Get the right angle to get over for the 13. That's perfect. He can just come like this now. Come up here and just try to get here. You do want to be perfect here, unfortunately. Like if you're short, it's going to be hard to get on the 8. And if you're long, well, it's better to be long, because if you're long, you can at least you can play the 13 like this, play it to the side, and then bring your cue ball down here. So just cut this in, you know, a little bit of top right. You might not even need the right, but just a touch, and try to get your cue ball to kind of bounce to the rail right here and then down into here. So yeah, a little right English would bring that down, and you just got to try to play the weight. Straight in would be ideal. Little tiny bit longer than straight in would be okay. And actually a little bit longer than straight in would also be okay, because you can go up and down. You just don't want to be short. Not sure. I mean, they might be, I don't think so, but they might be looking at taking this into here and try to come across here, but I don't like it because you're on the wrong side of the 13 ball. So I think the only shot is to go up here. Go up there, come down there, and see how you do. I think the longer that they take on this, the harder it's going to be for him to get his weight. You know, like you. What are they doing? Oh, he's trying to take the 13 straight in the side. Okay, maybe it goes. I didn't see that option. That's it must be close, otherwise they wouldn't have called the ref. That's a good hit. Yeah, good hit. Wow, that solves everything, doesn't it? Okay. Rowden and FEARR about to tie this game up. There we go. That was a nice out. I mean, that was a lot of difficulty. They made a couple of really key shots there to get out. That 13 going in the side pocket helped them a lot. While they're racking here, I'm just going to play a little thing from our sponsor.
At BiggleBox.com, you're not just a customer, you're the king. Join our rewards program and watch the perks rain down on you. BiggleBox.com, where kings are made.
There you go, BiggleBox. Steve Lingelbach and Carissa Biggs. All right, 2-2 now. Payne and Payne, we're up 2-0. Couple of nice outs. They broke and scratched in the last rack. Payne and Payne did, and Rowden and FEARR got out. So they've actually ran 2 racks in a row here to tie this up. Both playing very solid. Okay, a dry break. I'm looking here to see what I think. Nothing easy, that's for sure. I'm looking at the stripes. There's nothing that I see going in. I don't think that 15's potable. So it looks like the only ball that's really potable is this one ball. The problem is there's really not a great way of getting out. There's too many tie-ups on the solids here. It'd be a very, very, very difficult out. Not seeing any clear path here going solids. You know, something I might consider here is to make the one and send my cue ball over here and play a safety right away. And then, you know, hopefully having better options after this. I kind of like that. Doesn't take a lot of work. You just got to kind of play the natural stun. If you stun this, the natural angle takes you right about there, and that should take you right into here. Maybe just a little bit of bottom just to maybe make that a bit longer. Maybe this goes. I don't like it. It's too risky. You know, you go for that train wreck, you end up probably breaking out these 2 balls right here. And if you miss it, then you sell out everything. Okay, 7 in the corner. That makes a bit of a mess. That opens things up a little bit. Again, it's a difficult shot. Nice. We still got some work to do. That 2 ball is not going to be easy. I think I kind of like playing the cinch the 1 ball and play a safety, and then hopefully get a ball in hand down here to try to get into these balls and figure something out. These are always risky shots. If he's, I could imagine they'll be calling a ref if he goes for this 4 ball. Certainly no guarantee that he gets any kind of a huge jack up, and maybe try to draw back and break out the 2, but it's a very risky shot. Looks like he might be trying it. He's looking to see from an angle. So maybe if he doesn't have to, if he's got angle, he can shoot away, and then the ref won't be needed. Looks like that's what he's doing. So he's going to cut this 4 into the side. Generally hit these thick. Good shot. That was a really good shot. Still got this problem with the 2 ball. The problem also is that the 15 ball is partially covering this corner pocket here. So when you do try to do something, you only have a 2/3 of a pocket to work with. You can't really smash into this 5 ball to try to get this breakout. So it's a little bit, they're almost running themselves into trouble here. They need to figure out some way to get on this 2 ball, and I don't see it yet. Okay, so there is a window right here, which actually gives them some angle. The problem is, like I just said, you don't have a full pocket. But if they get their cue ball, somewhere in here with a little bit of a window, they've got some angle, maybe over here just a touch. They've got some angle that they can make something happen. But, you're going into this 2 ball, and what you're actually doing is opening up the high ball for your opponent if you don't get a good shot on the 2 afterwards. So it's a high risk. There is a shot here too where you could take this one and come like this and actually try and get this right now. So it seems reckless, but it's a shot. I think I would try it, because if you're probably going to get a pretty good reward. Looks like, I think that might be what he's thinking about. It's a pretty good reward if you get it, and if you don't get it, then these two balls here are still tied up, and you can bail and play some kind of a safe, and those 2 balls are still trouble for the. You could do something like maybe push the 6 ball over here or something like that and make it really, really mess up the game. I think he's going for this, what I just said. So I'm looking for him to try to draw here, come down here, and get into these 2 balls right here. I think that's what he's looking at. Keeps maybe changing his mind. From here, I don't know. I don't know what his plan is from here, other than to get on the 5 ball. Okay, he's trying to get on the 5 with some angle. He would have liked to have been like, here maybe, just a little angle, and then he could have gone into this. But your chances of getting open in that is going to be really hard because these 2 guys are blocking. These 2 guys are blocking the 1 ball. I think he's in a bit of trouble. They're in a bit of trouble now. They could play this if they got a little angle. They could possibly play this with a bit of inside. and come up into here, but we got the same problem that it's not super likely that they're going to end up with a shot after this. And I would rather leave these two balls tied up for now than to, you know, haphazardly kind of go for a breakout. But it looks like that's what he's going to do. I think he's going to play this with a whack of inside English, a little bit of pace, and kind of hope they get lucky. Not an easy shot. These shots are never good for queuing. Played the inside, didn't get enough, and here we are. Okay, well, if they would have come off the rail just a touch more, he could have dug in and maybe made some kind of a hero shot here. There still might be an opportunity to play this and come this way into these balls. You just never know. And just kind of leave it to the pool gods and see what happens. So let's see what they end up with here. I mean, you could just play a shot, like I said, like, you know, bank the one, get it, sit it over here, just make a mess, and let your opponents kind of figure out what they want to do. You're in a losing situation now because you've got less balls on the table. So it's either go for this one ball, you know, or try and get some kind of a lock a couple of balls up and make it more difficult.
First, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsorship committee for WBCA. This is the most.
Let's see what he tries here.
We've had in a really, really long time.
Yeah, so he's looking like he's trying to lock up the one, maybe. Don't think he wants to make that. There's trouble now. Trevor and River City.
They did a really good job. So while you're staying here, if you need a tip for your queue, you've got ROWDEN in the corner by the front door of BBQs.
I'm trying to see if there's any offensive opportunity at all here. I don't really see it.
Condition the shack for $20 as well. Bob is right next door to the hustling booth.
Looking to see, I mean, you know, like a crazy, maybe zigzag bank. You know, like, I don't know.
And they also, by request, have a pullover hoodie, a week of billiards, and Oregon.
That's because the line of centers on this, the tangent line, gets you a little bit of angle, but hitting it at pace, I think it's going to go backwards anyways. I don't think that zigzag bank is possible. Because you're hitting it so thick, the two ball's going to want to come, and hard, your two ball's going to want to come up a little higher. I don't see an offensive shot here at all. So what do you do? I'm almost like thinking like bank the 13 ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like put it over here and kind of make a couple of breakout kind of shots. You can make a mess here. Looks like he's calling this zigzag kind of bank that I was looking at. Oh, he's playing it. No, he's coming off the rail and trying to hit it, bank it across like this. I mean, it was a good idea. I don't think he had much options there. He was kind of committed to have to do something. So now, though, ROWDEN and FEARR have a pretty good opportunity for an out here. These two balls make things just a little awkward because you can't get to them from the top here unless this combo's wired that I just can't quite make out. But oh boy, he's gotten away with this. He tried to overdo it there. didn't need to be quite so aggressive. He could have played for this one ball down into the corner here. You know, he went the aggressive route, tried to get some really nice shape down in these balls, it looks like. Tried to play something up in the corner here.
And then there's our favorite, Margaret Goodman over there, Good Haven Park. She's got some fun pool signs for...
Okay, playing the bank. I mean, it's on. Lots of things in the way here. It's not guaranteed that he's going to get shape. He's going to probably end up wanting to play a little inside on this just to try to get his cue ball into the open again. Little inside, just like that, but he's missed the bank. He didn't hit it hard enough anyways. It wouldn't have gone across. He was trying to be a little too finessey there. Okay, so we're almost back in the same situation as we were before. This one's a little easier, though. Just go soft, 2 rails forward, go like this, come out here, and take the 9 on next. Don't have to do much here. Just like that. Now he's got options. He can kind of stun down. Well, he looks like he's a little straighter than what he might like. Maybe he just rolls forward and takes the 11. Maybe he just rolls to here and takes the 11 next. That should be fine. He might go to the rail and come down just a little further, get a little straighter on the 11 than I drew there. Yeah, nice. Now you got options. I like kind of trying to float in on this 12 ball here. I don't like leaving these 2 balls together. Weird things can always happen when you leave them as your last 2 balls. So I might consider just floating this forward to here and taking the 12 and then dealing with the 15. But he's elected to go to the 15, which means they got to play a pretty nice little shot here. Just bring your ball into this range. And if you go too far, you can take the 14. You're short, you take the 12. Just like I said, you got funny things can happen sometimes when you get 2 balls that are close to each other and you're playing shape, especially if you're short, because if you're making the 12 ball and you're going into the 14 ball, something weird could happen, like 14 could sit there, like it's just always a chance that something like that can happen. So you definitely want to bring, he's got one of those tip extensions. I saw those in Vegas. He's gone a little far here. He's run it far. Not too bad, though. This is a pretty easy shot. The cue ball just naturally travels over this direction. So, it just got to make the ball. Middle ball. Don't hit it super hard. Just a little more chance of a miss here just because he's back cutting. He hit it great. Oh, just about, though. Put a little bit low, a little bit too low English there and almost drew it into the pocket. This has made things just a little tougher, too, because now he's got to go around. He's got to go like this, right? And come back in here. He hit it great, but just adds that little element of difficulty that something could go wrong, could rattle the ball in the side pocket because you're hitting it harder, things like that. Good shot, though. And ROWDEN and FEARR have now taken the lead. There you go. Oh, they misclicked on the score sheet. I was looked down at the score and it said 1-2, and I knew it was 2-all. Anyway, it's 3-2 now. They've won 3 in a row. Some nice outs. That was a mistake on PAYNE and PAYNE. They early on they could have taken the 1 ball and played a safety, and instead they elected to go for the table run and ran themselves into trouble. When there's too many balls that are in trouble and not enough balls to help you get them out, sometimes it's easier just early on to just try to take a strategic kind of approach to the game. And they went for the offense there, and I didn't think that it was that high of a percentage of getting out. So I think a safety early on would have been would have been the smart thing to do. Okay, looks like Lonnie Payne's going to break this one. Let's see how they do. He's going with a head ball break. And this happens so often, I find, in the head ball break. If you break it too hard, the balls just don't track towards pockets very well. It's like a sweet spot break, but it's also they're not using a magic rack, so breaks always come out a little bit differently. I don't love the head ball break when you're not using a magic rack. I think the safest break is the second ball. See what he's got going on here. He's pushed the 1 in front of the 10 ball. I think he wanted that 10 ball next. So he's caused a little bit of problem. Looks like the 9 goes past the 8 right here into the side, and then the 14 might need a little nudge, when he does that at some point. I don't know if he'd do that right away, but he might decide to go for this right now. It's a little bit of a tougher shot, but the cue ball, you should end up with something when this is over. Again, similar to their last rack for PAYNE and PAYNE, there's a couple of balls in trouble now. That pushing that 1 ball over the 10 definitely changed the complexity of this out. And sometimes you just got to figure out a better way to approach this. I mean, you could chip the 10 ball really thin, maybe, and come down in here and freeze to this 1 ball. There's things you can do from a safety point of view. I'm not sure if he's got the exact angle to do that, but looks like he's playing a safety. I don't know if he's going to bank this 12 down towards the 1. No, he was kind of just trying to freeze over on the other side by that 5 ball, which is fine. It's a containing safety. The 8 being where it is makes things quite difficult for solids, and also this pack of balls here. If this combo is wired right here, it makes things a little easier for solids, but they still got to deal with that 8 ball. Okay, well, it looks like he's just going to roll this. He's probably going to have a shot on the 1 ball. Oh, where's he going? Maybe he can make the 3. He might. I don't think he'll stop on the 10. I think he'll go wide if he makes the 3. Oh, playing it off the 13. I'm not sure if he called that or didn't call that. Yeah, it looks like he called it. I think he's regretting that now. I'd be curious to have a look at that 6-7 combo to see how it's sitting. Maybe this 6-7 is on the side. I don't think so. I'm not sure what he's doing. No rail. Yeah, Troy didn't make a great shot on that three ball. He kind of left him in no man's land there. And sometimes as a Scotch player, you know, that can frustrate you. And Troy kind of, you know, looks like he gave up a little bit on that. It just sometimes you just get like a temporary kind of downer from your partner's shot, you know, and you just got to really fight through it and say, okay, we're all going to make mistakes, and he just made one, and now I got to get his back. And sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes we get a little down on something our partner's just done. So you got to be careful here. He doesn't want to move this 14 very far. Just a little tiny nudge. Yeah, see, he didn't want to do that. You could see that was going to happen. I would have just tried to move it just an inch or two. And even if my cue ball was sitting like here, you know, I could have maybe cut the 13 or cut the 11 up, you know, or cut the 10 down. There would have been something there for me. And now they're in a spot of trouble. You can take the 11 right now, and the cue ball would probably come here and bump the 14 out. That's kind of the shot I'd be looking at, I think, at this point. Because you can't wait too long to deal with this. Of course, the 14 goes if you're here, but you got to like have the perfect opportunity. You could roll this with a little inside and try to get up there, but you know, you run the risk of scratching, you run the risk of hooking yourself behind the 5. There's all kinds of problems that can happen. So I kind of like going for this because it's very natural. Like the tangent line is running it almost straight into this ball. You can just cheat the tangent line a bit and push it out on this shot. And then you got a 10 ball here just in case things don't go quite your way. But he's going the other way. He's going to go with the inside English. I think he's going to try to drop on the 14 ball here. Very difficult shot, but big payoff if he makes it. Very soft. Oh, he's going. See, I didn't like the way he approached that kind of Wreck-It Ralph attitude. I would have tried to have like finessed my way over there. Okay, what do you do? 7 ball is a little bit of trouble, and the 2 ball doesn't really go anywhere super nicely. I'd maybe consider playing the 6 in the side, setting up my cue ball over here, and then try to bump the 7 out of the way. You know, if I can do that and get the 7 out to here or something, that would be great. I think that's the easiest way to take this. The 7 might go past the 13, so he might just be able just to set up. If he can set up his cue ball right here and just roll the 7 ball in, that would solve some problems too. Yeah, it looks like he's going for the 6. I don't like it if he's not trying to bump the 7 out of the way right now. Unless, of course, the 7 goes. Then it's fine. If the 7 goes, then he can just do a stop shot there, make the 7, make the 2. Everything's fine. So it just all depends on if that 7 goes or not. Okay, he rolled a little forward, but he's good. If that 7 goes right now, it should be no problem. We'll just be able to just slide over here and take the 2 next. Okay, he's looking to see what angle he wants. They want to play the 1 so that they can come off the side rail probably and come over here. Yeah, so it looks like the 7 goes easily. Oh, yeah. Even if you get straight in on the 1, you can still draw out. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, got a little angle. I think that's what he wants. just to come off the rail. Just bring your cue ball straight over here. I think he's just going to try to get his cue ball to sit right in here. If he can get right to the rail, he can just play the 5 ball, come out here, and take the 4 ball down into the corner from here. Nice and easy. No, he's gone too hard. He's going to hook himself on that 5. It's not what he wanted. Yeah, he went too hard there. Now they're in trouble. Oh. There is a 3 ball combo on. You don't know really what's going to happen to the balls when you try something like this. The 4 ball has to cut the 14 ball this way. So the 4 ball ends up over here, and your cue ball ends up over here, which isn't the greatest. He's called something. It's called side pocket. He's really trying to bank it like this. Certainly not easy. I don't think that would be my choice. I like to leave these 2 balls here, right? And maybe just play my cue ball up here or something and just play a safety. If he wrecks those 2 balls out by mistake, some of these guys can bank though. Nice try. Okay, well, there's a chance here. The problem is that the 14, where it is, when you get a breakout on it, you're not necessarily, you're going to have a long shot at best, unless you get a perfect breakout on the 14. So I like just kind of rolling this in here and leaving my cue ball up here and then taking on the 12. He hit that too hard. That's why he kind of slammed his cue down a bit. He's gone too far. So now I'd consider taking the 10, 13, and then just saving this 14 for my last ball and trying playing as if I'm trying to get position on it right here instead. So I like just kind of doing a stop shot here and then playing this shot here with a little inside and coming up here, and then I can just kind of drift over here for the 14 ball later. See how they approach it. Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe he was trying to get to the 12 ball. I don't know. It seemed a bit funny the way he hit it. Now I might consider actually playing this with tons of inside and try to go into this 5 ball here and open it up. I think that's what I would do here. He's going with outside English, so I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, he's trying to break it out the other way. A little reckless. There's also that mentality of having to break a ball out that didn't need to be broken. So, I think a lot of top players would play that shot, to leave it there and get shape on it instead. Well, he's going. This should be pretty straightforward. Come back across again. Good shot. Now he's just got to drift this 4 ball in. Again, you'd like to be a little better. Sometimes you play these and, you're just a little off. It makes just that little bit more difficulty because you might be afraid of following this in now or something. But you just got to drift this in. Don't work too hard here. Don't overhit it. Just roll it in nicely. This looks good. Oh, you hit the wrong side of it a little bit. Made it just a little tougher. You know, the cue ball natural path of this thing is going to want to kind of come, you know, down into this area here. It's a little more scary now. There's a chance he could sue her here, especially if he hits it firmer. I think he's getting a little nervous about it now. He's thinking about the scratch. Oh, what a shot. He hit that perfect weight. Unbelievable. The scratch was on the way he hit it for sure. But he managed to make a great shot there. Again, you know, little tiny things like getting your cue ball here on the rail can just, you know, make things just a little bit more difficult for you. So it's really important when you're playing position to try to, you know, keep these things in mind. You want to be open table as much as you can, away from the rails. You can control the cue ball a lot better. Little tiny things like that can make things way more difficult for you. You know, half a pound of pressure harder, and that cue ball would have scratched. So he hit it perfect.
14.
It looks like he's going second ball break here, which I like. And make balls when you hit them good, and it generally opens up the table. Once in a while, when you don't hit it too good, all the balls end up on one side of the table with the second ball break. But overall, I think it's a decent, on 7-foot tables, I think second ball break is the way to go. I even use second ball break a lot on 8-foot tables as well. I'm not sure that I would do it on a 9-foot table, but what do I like here? Well, I like high ball. 15 ball looks like a really good starting ball here. If this 9 goes through here into here, I'd consider playing that next. Play the 15 ball, come out and playing this 9 ball through that gap. That solves a lot of problems. That's if he can get it. I'm not 100% sure he can make that 15 ball. He might. I don't think the 9-4-14 combo's on. Might be. Yeah, he's looking at the 15. I think it's the right shot. Yeah, and he's pointing to where he wants to be. Unless he's playing this off the rail. He looks like he's playing this ball off the rail. That's a little bit crazy. You can scratch in the corner. See this? See this? Well, great shot, except now he's going to have to go for this 9-4-14 combo. I don't think he has any choice here. Nine, 4, 14 combo, or billiard off the 9 or off the 12. You could billiard off the 12 into the 4. I tried that. A little bit rushed. I don't think he took his time well there. Okay. PAYNE with an opportunity. Again, they've got balls tied up. The 1 ball, it's not terrible. If you could make this and pinch your cue ball back, these are tough shots. But if you could pinch your cue ball back here and take your one next, that would clear up everything. It's just a little, it's not a super easy shot. You can lose your cue ball pretty easily trying this shot. Might consider going up into that one. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Oh, that's too much. That's a lesson in breakouts. Like, you never break out a ball. Well, very rarely do you break out a ball at full speed. But you got to be trying to go into it a certain way to get the outcome you want. When you smash into them, you're just leaving it up to the pool gods to decide for you how that breakout's going to go. You got to try to take a bit more control of your breakout than that. All right. Well, looks like the 10 goes by the 11. So this is a kind of a similar out to what they had in their last game. They make the 13 here and just drift a little forward for the 10 ball, and then everything else looks pretty good. He stopped there. A little confused at what he did there. He's made a really good recovery shot by drawing that ball back to the 10. He's perfect on the 10 now. The 9 ball's a little bit tricky, but if you do a stop shot right here and leave yourself a little angle and then come over here for the 9 ball, pretty easy out from that point. Same kind of shot right here. Bring your cue ball, draw it this way, like this. It's not super easy to get on the 9 perfectly, but that's the shot, I think, at this point now. Again, if the 9 does go through here, then you might take the 14 first, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's what we tried. Now they're going to draw this, make this, draw it back out, and try to draw it right into here. Actually, not a terrible shot they just made there. You're about 8 inches away from the 14. He wants to draw it back about twice that. 16-inch draw, you got to be telling yourself here. Now he hit it short. Okay, there's problems. He can make this. Cue ball's probably going to carry him off the 3 ball. Take your time. Take your time. Nice and soft. Just roll this. He's playing bottom. I don't like this. Yeah. If he would have just played it with middle ball and rolled it in nice and soft, he probably would have stopped dead on the 3 ball there. This is good. I mean, he's got a shot for sure, but he's a little fortunate the way he hit it. These little back cuts, they can get you once in a while. They're not super easy. He hit it great. Okay, Rowden and FEARR pull back into the lead here, 4-3. They were down 2-0 to start the match. Made a couple of nice run-outs. Pretty high quality pool we're watching here. There's a few shots once in a while that we're seeing that are a little reckless, but these guys are playing pretty good. I'll do another sponsorship depending on who wins this rack here. decent break. You might consider, well, I mean, I kind of like, I don't like anything here at the moment. Low ball would be my first choice, but I don't really see an opportunity here for low ball. I might consider being a little reckless and playing this combo that he's doing and trying to get my cue ball into here and wrecking this 5 ball out of here as my first shot. If that, you can get that to happen, high ball all of a sudden looks pretty good. Similar what he tried. He just didn't put enough bottom on it to bring it over there. Now they're in trouble. So in this particular spot now, I'm going to thin the 10 and make the 5 and leave kind of, you are leaving the bank on the 2, but low ball's in a bit of trouble at the moment. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Just thin the 10 ball. Yeah, it looks like what he's doing. Make sure you hit this thin enough. It's easy to hit this thick and miss the 5. Yeah, good shot. Yeah, and actually from that angle, the bank's not on anymore. So there's really no offensive shot unless the 6 goes in the side, which might be. Yeah, it does. Okay, well, it's really going to be about how this 1-4 ball set up, how they can get into this. They have a chance to shoot this right now and kind of go 2 rails into the 1-4 like this. He tried. The cue ball is on the 2, and you have a chance to go into this like 11 ball or something from the 2 ball and open it up, but it's not easy, and the pool gods are definitely going to play a factor. Well, here we go. Mishit this a little bit, ran it a bit too far. Just makes things a little tougher. You got to finesse this 7 ball up to the corner now. So he's got to slow roll it. If he got it straighter, he could have given it a nice stroke, and this makes it just a little bit tougher. Sometimes you slow roll balls. This kind of stuff happens right here. Okay, a chance now for PAYNE to get back in this. If this 11 goes through there, great. If there might, it's funny. ROWDEN and FEARR might have gotten lucky here and left kind of a non-shot. There is a combo probably on the 11-10, but combos are never easy, and especially when the balls are out from the pocket a little bit. Okay, lock up safety. Might have leaked it. Oh no.
Turn your phone
Might have been a leak.
vibrate, please. That's really important.
Unless you're going to freeze to a ball
Zone
at
1
two
against
from when the
Zone
ball's sitting
2.
over the pocket like that, guys can jump so good
Someone
now
suggested airplane mode.
that
I don't care. We can make
even
more
from
of
this
them.
would be almost a
No
nothing jump to
earbuds,
make it, of course. But
headphones, or anything
if he
such.
can get to this rail,
And
play the ball to the
please
rail,
walk
and
with
then go
the
this
dress
way,
code.
it's
Posted in
on.
the hallway. It's online on the page, the main splash page. You will be warned. Pay
I
attention to the rules,
don't know if
please.
it goes. Can't tell if that 14 is bothering it. Looks like it does from the way he's looking at it. Great shot. And that's a wrap. Rowden and FEARR take this one down. Good match. PAYNE and PAYNE definitely had their chances. Just going to try and do a little sponsor video here real quick before they close this up. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a race to 6, not race to 5. They're still going. In Vegas, the races were to 4, actually, which I thought was a bit short. But you know, the matches do take a fair bit of time. Like this match here has been going on for about an hour and a half so far. So, but races to 4 was what we had to do in Vegas. My partner and I, Kat McMillan, we squeezed into the gold by basically we were over the limit by the time we got there, but we ended up 9th. It was good. It wasn't an awesome performance, but we ended up 9th in Vegas this year and had a lot of fun doing it. And it was good for Kat. She hadn't really played in a big tournament like that before, so a lot of nerves and things and stuff. So good experience for her. All right, nice break. This is a great break. This is could be trouble. I'm looking. I'm liking high ball here. You're going to have to bump the 11 from the 15. I would do that right now, maybe. Try to bump the 4 ball. Just a little. Perfect. That's a great shot. Now, if the 12 goes comfortably past the 7, I would just try to get a little closer to it and take that shot on. Otherwise, I would just kind of stun up and take the 9 in the corner after this 11 ball here. You could just kind of stun the cue ball and end up kind of over here. If I ended up here, I might consider taking that 12 ball on. Looks like he's slow rolling this. Maybe take the 13 down in the corner after. Yeah, good shot. I like it. Gets rid of this 13 ball now, and now they can just roll forward and get up into here. You know, even if they go a little far, then they can take the 10 ball into the side pocket. Very good opportunity here for Rowden and FEARR to close this out. Oh, I'm sorry. This is PAYNE and PAYNE right now. Oh no, it is Rowden and FEARR. Sorry, guys. I don't actually know the players, so it's a little bit difficult for me. So I think you're going to take the 10 ball here. I'd consider playing this out here. That's what he's done. Good shot. Again, get on that rail and you cause problems. If he would have this now, he's got to jack up a little. Maybe he wants to just kind of drift this ball here for the 9 ball straight in the corner. He's kind of yeah, good shot. I don't know if the 8 goes through here. If it does, no problem. You can just drift this ball in here and send your cue ball over here. Looks like that's what he's looking at now. Just a slow drift shot. You don't have to do much here. Just don't scratch. Just don't hit it too hard. Nice and easy. Good shot. Straight in. Looks like it goes. This could be it. Money. Good job, guys. Okay, Rowden and FEARR take it down 6-3. Played very, very, very solid. Got some nice outs there. All right, I'm going to go and have a look and see what else is going on, and maybe I'll show up on another table for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Some good quality pool there, and I will catch you all later. Thanks so much.
They will be available starting 4 o'clock this afternoon. $25